Welcome to the Happy Mama Movement podcast. I'm Amy Taylor-Kabbaz. I would like to start by acknowledging the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation on which this podcast is recorded as the traditional custodians of this land, and pay my respects to the elders past, present, and emerging. And as this podcast is dedicated to the wisdom and knowledge of motherhood, I would like to acknowledge the mothers of this land, the elders, their wisdom, their knowing, and my own elders and teachers. Welcome back, everyone. I have built a business, a career, out of talking about how we support and value motherhood. I have built a whole business around supporting women in the experience of motherhood. And yet one of the questions I'm asked so often is, can we prepare for motherhood better? You know, my inbox and my DMs are filled every day with messages saying, if only I'd known about this, if only I'd known about Matrescence, Amy, then maybe it would be different. And so a lot of time I have thought about this idea of preparation, to prepare for something. Is there a way to prepare for this life-changing experience? And I feel it's a beautiful question to ask at the start of this year, whether you are a brand new mama or like me have teenagers now or something in between. Can we ever really prepare for what's coming, for what life is going to bring us, for whatever change and transition and transformation is ahead of us? My goodness, if anything, the pandemic has taught us that we really don't know what's around the corner. And so this idea of preparing for the unknown or preparing for something that you think you know is going to happen is such an interesting idea to hold at the start of this year. When I look back at how I prepared for motherhood, like so many of us, I did all of the right, inverted commas, right things. I did the birthing classes. I did the postnatal and prenatal yoga classes. I did all of the things that I thought I should do. And none of it really helped. In fact, it made me feel prepared. And therefore, when things unraveled and changed, that scared the crap out of me because I thought I was okay. I thought I was ready. I thought I was prepared. What I can see now in that experience is what it was a preparation of my mind. It was a preparation that really had me looking outside myself for who I needed to be, the teachers, the gurus, the professionals. It was a very outward experience. And over the last 15 years, because that daughter is now 15, what I have come to realize around this idea of preparation is that we can have the knowledge in our mind, but true preparation is this belief that we'll be okay no matter what, that we'll find out, that we will find our way, that we trust ourselves and the people around us no matter what is coming. That is a much, much harder thing to grasp. To prepare yourself for whatever is coming, whatever this year may bring, not in a head way, but in a being way. What I mean by that is, surely this is about getting to the point where we know within us that whatever is coming, we'll be able to handle it. And that, if I had gone into motherhood with that knowing, I think it would have been very different. I had built my sense of confidence on the external, on finding the experts around me, in seeking the answers, doing the courses, finishing the things, all of that. And over the last decade or so, it has been an unraveling and a disconnecting of that to instead look within myself to realize I'll be okay no matter what. And I didn't learn that for so long. I'm still learning that and relearning that. In fact, this is what was really weighing heavy on me as I began this 2023. How do you look towards the future when the last few years have been filled with such unlikely, unplanned, even unwanted experiences? How do we prepare? How do we move forward? How do we keep going towards what we want when so much has changed? So many things continue to change. So many things feel unstable, unsteady, wobbly. Can you even be prepared for that anymore? What does that even look like? And so what it means to me, and what I'm carrying into this year, I hope, is this true belief that even if shit gets scary, I'll find a way. Even if everything turns out differently than I hope, I'll be okay. Not on my own. Not this independent, old school, successful version of Amy, which puts the walls up and says, it's all good, I'll be able to do this, I can do this on my own. But instead, this surrendering into, I will find a way and that what I need will come to me. Because when I look back, that's how I've got through everything over the last 15 years, especially the last 3 years. I did not do this on my own. No way in hell. But unlike the 15-year ago version of myself that outsourced the answers and sought them out in this panicked, frantic way of tell me what I need to do here, tell me what I need to do here. Instead, over the last few years, these people, these answers, these solutions have come to me. They've come to me instead. Instead of frantically Googling the next book, the next course, the next thing, to have been able to feel prepared within myself, ready within myself, knowing that it's okay. It's okay. We'll find a way. And trusting that, that's been the game changer. And it's been really hard to trust at times. The old pattern of seeking out what this means, how can I do this, who can I talk to? But then when I get there and I talk to those people, and if it's come from a feeling of emptiness, it's come from a feeling of seeking, I've known that that wasn't right. But when instead I've just sat with myself, put my hand on my chest and said, it's going to be okay, we'll find a way, we'll find the people, we'll find the support, then the people and the support that have been surrounding me feel very, very different. Can we ever really prepare for anything? Can we ever really know what's coming? I think the only thing we can know, and like I said, this is a daily practice, the only thing we can really know is I'll find a way. What I need will find me. I will know where to go and how to do it if I trust myself in this. I hope that we can all feel that as we go into this year, because I really know so many of us are depleted and tired. We're not sure about dreaming big. We're not sure about what's around the corner anymore. And so when we think about that, whether it's a new child, a new job, a new relationship, or just the unknown, instead of feeling like we have to know the answer and figure out where we're going and what we're doing, can we just know that we'll be okay? Can we just know that the right people and the right things and the right timing will come to us? If we just pause for a moment and check in, am I seeking this because I think someone else will have the answer? Or am I trusting myself to know and following that? I hope that lands. I hope that sparks, as always with these podcast episodes, a thought, an idea, a reflection. Please reach out to me. Let me know how it feels. And remember, this year we are launching the Mama Rising question. You can jump on my website and submit your question for the podcast. And myself and one of our Mama Rising coaches will get online. We will answer your question. We will talk about what we think with what you've asked us. And we really want to hear from you. I want to hear what you want us to speak about this year. So jump on the podcast page, leave your question for us, leave an audio if you can so we can hear your divine voice, and we will be answering those questions. Can't wait. And thank you. Thank you for being here yet again for another year of this podcast. I'm incredibly grateful. Until next week, Sat Nam.